Hello, hi, good evening. Welcome to the stream. My name is Garrison from Singapore, and yes, today is Friday. I have not been streaming for the past 2 days, so busy. I was being caught up with quite a couple of things, so my apologies for that. And yeah, so hopefully after 2 days missing, at least today um, there will be more engagement and stuff like that. Right. So, yeah, before I begin anything, so as usual, there are two ways in which you can actually communicate with me. One, during this live stream, one is actually via the chat function itself, where you can type in your messages, your comments, your feedbacks, and suggestions, and whatever thing that you have in the chat box itself. Then I will come back to you during the stream. Yeah. Yes, that's one way. The other way is actually if you have a Discord account, what you can do is you can actually go to my Twitch profile, click on the Discord link, and then once you click on it, it's actually an invitation link to my Discord server. So if you have a Discord account, what you can do is you can actually join my server and then go to on air live, join a voice channel, and then turn on the microphone, and we can talk to each other live on air, right? So that is the other way. So if let's say you don't have a Discord account and if you like to maybe join one, it's totally free. You can do so by registering, and then after which you can join my server, and then you can turn on the microphone and we can actually talk to each other live on air. Right. So these are the two ways you can actually chat with me live. And if you are watching this as a recorded stream on either Twitch or YouTube, yeah, you can feel free to uh, write to me as well. Drop in your comments and suggestions and whatever that you may have. Yeah, I will read through them. Right. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, if let's say if you want to reach out to me on other social media platform, you can do so by actually going to my Twitch profile. I've got most of my social media platform over there. Right. So again, thank you for joining the stream. Today is the 1st of July and second half of 2022 is underway. Right. So yeah, a lot of things going through and stuff like that. So hopefully the next half will be better. Yeah, because 2022 first half is not fantastic to me. This can be considered one of the worst that I have ever had, and yeah, still figuring out how to actually get out of situation. So yeah, so please bear with me. And if let's say for those who have been following me through my social media handle, whichever thing, you also notice that today I've sent out a story, a reel, or whatsoever on my social media, on my various social media platform, indicating that the so-called preferred, not say preferred lah, yeah, I can actually say the preferred ways of the preferred social media platform that I'll be using on. So I'll be going back to Twitter to tweet more often. Yeah, because I neglected it for quite some time now. So hopefully I'll be back, and at least what I feel is that on Twitter itself I can actually tweet without much distraction. But then the thing is that nowadays it's also getting more distraction as compared to before. But nevertheless, it's not as bad as another social media platform that is actually very famous, starting with F, right? So I think I'm at the moment, whatever I have on my Facebook profile will remain. Probably I will just limit my friends for my profile itself. As in, like, I might probably reduce number of it because I just want to keep that as simple as possible because I need that profile for my advertising, for my for my line of work, So as for my page itself, I think the page is merely just a replica of my Instagram. So I don't exactly see um, how useful that can be. So I will still post, but it's not going to be as often, I would say. Yeah, it's not going to be as often, and I'll still have it, so no worries. And if let's say you are joining me on other social media platforms as well, then you won't really miss a thing, right? So for IG, it's mostly on my shoots. It's more on the photography aspect of it. So I will actually shoot some sceneries and stuff like that. So it will still be on Instagram, and on TikTok it's mostly on the audio aspect of it. So if you notice, yeah, there's some difference between my social media and the platform. So normally Facebook will be the one that I have almost everything inside, but as mentioned, I've actually tried to move to another platform itself. So hopefully I can, you know, have it better on Twitter, right? So what else? Yeah, basically that's about it. So from my initial, those who actually watch my live stream way back in, I think, March, April, you notice that I have been toying on this idea of, maybe withdrawing, not say withdrawing, not total withdrawal, but cutting down on the meta side of platform. So yeah, probably moving into the 40s, meaning to say is Twitter, TikTok, Telegram, and Twitch, right? So yeah, on Twitch, right? Okay, enough said. So yeah, I think another most important thing for me to actually voice out is actually the so-called the topic for the week. Yes. So today is Friday. We missed the last 2 days on discussing on the topic itself. So maybe we can actually have that on. And if you are watching and you have some input to actually to put in, feel free to do so as well. Wow, today is actually a very sunny day. As you can see, I'm like overexposed, very heavily overexposed. Yes, because of the sun. Uh, it's actually quite a nice scenery, quite a nice view. But if I'm using this for streaming, then it's not so fantastic, right? But nevertheless, because this live stream, everything is natural. We don't have any artificial lighting and whatever thing. So yeah, seeing this as it is. Okay. Yeah. Next thing I need to do is let me open up my dashboard. Yep. So if let me see. Yep. I need to do so because I'm not very sure if chat my live chat box is it working. So most of the time to go back to my stream manager to rely on my dashboard for chats. Right, so nothing at the moment, so I just leave it as it is. Maybe I'll just randomly check later at the likes itself. Right, uh, yes, so I will check on it periodically. Right, so coming back, our topic for this week is about it's about durians. Right, so have you had your durians already? I think the season is there, and initially there is actually some comments about having not enough supply of durians and the price will be up. But then halfway through, I think there's also more supplies coming in, so the price has actually lowered down. So, yep. So, have you had your fair share of durians already for 2022? Right. And are you a durian lover, or you are neutral, or you totally hate durian altogether? Excuse me. Right. So let's continue. Mm, yep. So whoever that we have online, then feel free to let me know what are the things that you like to talk about, or what are the things that you want to discuss on. Right. And also today is Friday. We have got another 2 more days before we roll on to a new so-called new topic itself. So as mentioned previously, I think our previous topics, if you actually run back to actually have a look at our previous topics, I think they are all pretty heavy. So I would like to do some lighter topics moving on. So yeah, by saying so, I may have difficulty in finding the topics itself. So if let's say at any point in time you have any wonderful suggestions, just feel free to to drop me a text and then you say, oh, maybe you can actually try this and that and stuff like that, right? So yeah, earlier on I was saying you can actually refer back to the previous topics itself. How you can do so? You can actually do so via my Discord server. So basically, my Discord server not only has this voice channel that actually support this live stream by using voice to actually communicate with me. You can also use it as a text itself. As it also works like a kind of like a text forum. So meaning to say, you can go to my Discord server, look out for social media, and then expand on it, look for Twitch. So once you're in Twitch, you click on it, you'll notice that there are quite a few poll questions itself. So actually, those are the weekly topics that we have. So you can also run through and then look through the previous weeks and then participate in it as well. So it's ongoing, and for our this live stream, it runs parallel, and the corresponding topic will also be reflected on the Discord server on the Discord server text channel as well. Right. So that's about it. And yeah, also talk about moving on the so-called the focus, where the focus is going to be. So I think for my Facebook profile, I would like to keep it as much personal as possible, and yeah, it's only meant for probably like family members, close friends, and friends that I've known for a long period of time, and yeah, right. So, and actually, I actually wanted to do an experiment as well. So if I'm not sure if you notice on your Facebook itself, you may have got your friends, your peers, and everyone that's in your Facebook, and you add them as friends, and then sometimes, yeah, they may join certain line of industries where they may actually post a lot of information about certain things in which you actually don't find it pleasant to be on your feed. Of course, you can actually so-called mute it or whichever, but yeah, I think I kind of like enough of it, even though I'm also in that particular industry. But yeah, I think the number of tagging and then posting onto the profile, I think it's gone too outrageous. So I've decided that if let's say it's like how should I put it, the proper usage is not being followed, so I think probably we have to cut it lah in that sense. So I don't know. It's actually up to individual how you want to actually use your social media handle, but it's all very individual. So yeah, so I think that's how I want to go about moving forward for my Facebook itself. So if let's say you still want to follow stuff like this, actually you can still follow my Facebook page. It's more like a parallel to Instagram, and I think probably sometime I might drop by and then drop a few messages here and there. Yeah, basically, I think Facebook you can still have text and discussion and stuff like that, and then Instagram is actually more visual based, which is like probably video, your stories, your reels, your your photos and stuff like that, right? So if let's say there are things in which you want to communicate with words via words and stuff like that. So I think probably Facebook will still give you the avenue for you to type out your messages and here and there. But yeah. So meaning to say moving forward, I will be texting more on Twitter than on Facebook lah. Yeah. So that probably sums up it. And right. So oh yes, today is also Friday, 1st of July Friday. And right, it's 6:15 p.m. It's a Friday evening, so the weekend has just began. So what are your plans for the weekend? Right, for those who are viewing, welcome to the stream. Maybe you can share how would you like to start your weekend. Oh yeah, if let's say you're local, you're welcome. If let's say you're from overseas, please do indicate so. I think previously in our stream we do have viewers from all over the world, so we can also have different inputs on different things at different point in time at different region, right? So nope, nothing at the moment. And yeah, I've been checking through. I think after the last live stream, the previous live stream, yeah, I did mention about probably the viewership not as convincing to follow. What is? Oh, just give me a moment. I've got a message. Sorry. Yep. Sorry. Sorry for the interruption. This message that I have to reply. Not exactly important, but important. So I don't know how should I put it, but yeah. So currently, right now, I'm actually at Bugis, and yeah, I'm driving past Bugis, and yeah, for today, the drive is actually pretty short, but I'm actually taking all the normal roads instead of like taking the expressway, so that I can actually um, have more time to do the stream proper. So yeah. So right now I'm in Bugis already, Bugis Junction. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I just turned off the dashboard. Alright, just give me a moment. Yes, I'm back. So yeah, nobody leave any message at the moment. So yes, yeah, just now we're talking about the weekend. So how are you going to spend your weekend and how to go about? Right, we will see. And yeah, so well, actually, I've got something to continue, but then because of a message, I think it just disrupted. I think it's very common for people getting older. You tend to forget quite a couple of things very easily. The moment you want to talk about it, and then something happened, and then you just lost your chain of thought. So, yeah, so sorry. Just bear with me on this for a little while, and yeah. So, oh yes, just now we're talking about international so-called viewers. So, yeah, welcome to the stream. And yeah, for all my friends who are supporting me from overseas, right? I'm not sure the summer holiday. Is it still summer holidays, or is it coming close to an end? Is it a 1 month thing, or how long is it? I'm not too sure, but yeah, hopefully everyone has got a good summer holiday, summer vacation, and yeah, and also my friends from the neighboring countries, right? Welcome to the stream. If you are not watching, yeah, you might be busy. If you are not watching live, at least you watch my replay. Yep. So just want to say hi to you guys. Okay, right. Let's see. Okay. Yep. So am I the lights again? Okay, let's turn green. So, uh, I might receive another message, but it's alright. No worries. Uh, let's see. Actually, there's something in which I plan to say, but I can't remember it. Oh, that's so annoying. And yeah, I've got a car that actually, not conforming to the lane itself and then just blocking the way. Okay, no worries. So let's continue. Yeah, I've totally lost my chain of thought. So yeah, this is so embarrassing in front of a live stream, and it is something in which not to do on a live stream. Yeah. So, well, if my dear beloved client, if you are still watching this and haven't started, yeah, you haven't started on your live stream, and if you are still like trying to piece out what to do, so yeah, this is something that it shouldn't be done on a live stream. Yeah, so it's always better to have cue cards and stuff like that. I was supposed for a normal live stream you'll be in a room with your cameras all set up and ready, and if let's say you can afford more, you can have multiple cameras and you have got a, a producer, a director to actually help you to switch camera as and when you like and stuff like that. So that's the live stream kind of setting. But however, if you have say you have been following this mobile live stream, is slightly different because it's just a one-man show running everything, right? So yes, so this might be the very watered down version of everything, and and also because this is a mobile live stream, the driving part is the priority than the stream itself. So yeah, so that's the difference. But why is it still as it is? Because yeah, thanks to the viewers, so there are engagements and stuff like that. So meaning to say our previous streams, then we have got a lot of topics ongoing and there's a lot of exchanges, then it makes the trip more worthwhile, right? But as time goes along, I think probably the channel is getting old and it's probably not as interesting anymore. So yeah, not as much of so-called live engagement. But nevertheless, it's still pretty okay. I will see how it still goes. I still have got this July to probably work it out, and then if let's say if viewership is just as not moving, then probably I'll think of other ways as well, right? So yeah, for this moment, you're contemplating to actually move this live stream from probably driving to maybe something else. It might evolve, but I'll see how it goes. Because initially, I just want to just dedicate the Twitch live stream to just this driving kind of so-called engagement. And if let's say it's going to be like the other form of like walking or looking for food or whichever kind of other live stream, I will probably use the other social media handle to do that. At least there's some clear segregations between the different mediums. Yeah, rather than the same, I don't know, the same live stream and then it's being broadcasted to all different channels. I think that's the most common and logical way of doing it, because not every consumer, not every so-called viewers will have uh, the various so-called social media platform to view the content and stuff like that, right? So, yep, it really, really depends, and still figuring out. So, if you are, I don't know if you actually know me personally or everything, I don't normally do things the normal way, so that's why it's slightly different. So, we actually there will be probably a topic for the next day, for another day. Yeah. So far, so good. And yep, we are 24 minutes into the stream, and what a fantastic 1st of July that we have. Though we don't really have much engagement at the moment, so I will just continue with it. Uh, yes. Okay, let me recall what are the things. Yes, correct. I think on social media, somebody did mention to me that this bracelet is like, you see, like halfway through, and it's very tight on my wrist and stuff like that. Actually, it's not. Um, Yeah, I can actually show you. Actually, I wear this for quite a long time, and then this, I don't know whether should I do commercial about it, but yeah, this if you watch, is it the? I think you watch Avengers. I think this is the first one or second one. I can't remember. But yeah. So this is the bracelet itself. Yeah, you can actually see it. So actually, it doesn't really enclose the whole thing. It's just a loop. It's also magnetic, so it's actually bring you some kind of health benefits and stuff like that. So as you can see from my mark on my wrist, you can see that I've been wearing it for many years already. So it's always been here. So at a certain angle, it may seem that it's actually quite how should I put it? It might be quite tight, but actually it isn't. It's actually pretty okay. I actually still rotate it around and still actually easily, take it out and then put it back and stuff like that. So yeah. So you can actually find this on Avengers where Tony Stark actually, I think it's the Mark 6. Is it Mark 6 or can't remember which armor is that. So the scene is actually on the Stark Towers, and you have got Loki who is actually trying to use trying to I can't remember the actual, not say can't remember, but the actual thing I can't exactly describe the whole scene out. But it's actually Tony Stark putting on this bracelet, and then once Loki push him off the Stark Towers, he free fall, and then he actually used this to command his armor to actually, go to him, and then yeah, and he becomes Iron Man. So this is one of the bracelet. It has been for a long time. If you notice, Avengers, I think is it 1 or 2 back in 2001 something. Yeah. So I have that from then until now. So it's actually very durable. If you ask me about the health benefits, honestly speaking, I can't really tell much, but it's just an accessory in which I've been wearing for a long time. So that's why you can actually see the mark. So when I go for any outdoor job that's very sunny or everything, then this might intensify. Actually, if you look at it in real person, it's actually even more intense, right? So this is the bracelet itself, and it's still doing fine. It's still working good. It's don't know what titanium quality, and with don't know very strong magnets that actually improves on your blood circulation and stuff like that. Right. So enough of commercial already. So yeah, that's something in which some eager-eyed viewers would like to find out more. What is this bracelet all about? Yep. And I also believe I messaged you the brand itself. I don't think this one will comes out now. The recent time when I actually walk past is I think the top this part still remains, but instead of like a metal leg, I think it's right now leather straps or something like that. So it is more elegant because our wrist itself, you notice the contour of our wrist. If we put it straight, it's one way. If we actually twist our wrist, it actually rotates. So that's why this is a fixed leg. So once it is in already, more the other way around. So this is a fixed leg kind of thing. So if you are actually, so that's why you can see that at weird angles. It seems like the both the legs are clawing onto my wrist very tightly, but no, it isn't. You have to wear it to understand it. So I believe this design is way back in the early stages, and then right now with the leather strap, I think it will not have this problem. So I think it's actually much more comfortable. But yeah, I don't find this uncomfortable totally. So yeah, so different people have different preferences, I suppose. Right. Yep, so we digress a little bit on accessories and stuff like that. So, are there anything that you guys want to find out? Just feel free to let me know. So, if I can recall on the questions and stuff like that, then I will probably bring it up on air as well when we run out of topics, right? Like right now. Okay, some other questions are kind of I won't answer in public, right? Uh, yeah, the thing is that no matter what type of questions you ask, I will answer them. So we just keep this as very open and free and easy, so that you just take this channel as a form of entertainment. Yeah, at least then it will actually be good in that sense. So yeah, like I mentioned previously before, so my stream is actually, I'm doing this stream when I'm actually commuting, so it's actually my daily kind of thing that I do for my work, that I travel to places. So you guys will become like the virtual passengers and stuff like that. So moving on, there are also plans like, if let's say if you like to to join me on air as a guest or whichever thing, yeah, I'm perfectly alright to do so as well. Then we can actually have the sun is actually right in the face. Anyway, so yeah, we can actually do the live stream together, and with you probably at the passenger seat. Yeah, then we can actually do a physical live stream. The only thing is that if let's say I'm doing that, I might not be able to use my Discord, so-called, to actually engage with the viewers that's actually viewing, because if I'm using a different set of microphones to pick up the voice of myself and my guests, then I will not be able to use another, to plug in. I think that's probably the limitation of mobile, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. I've thought of doing something else, like making it better, but then again, um, I'm not sure if I want to invest so much so-called time and money onto this, because yeah, it's more of like a along the way by the way kind of stream. Unless you tell me right now there are a lot of people viewing, and there are sponsors, and there are so many things in which I need to deliver across, then yes, that's a different story. I need to make it more professional. Yeah, as my other usual work aspect as well. So I don't foresee myself doing this live stream with live feed directors who are actually changing the camera view, when I'm doing the driving. So it's not going to be a road show, not a road show, on the road, on the move show. Yeah, and I don't think I'm a good host as well. So yeah, so that ain't going to happen, right? Ugh. The sun is sitting pretty low. The sunset looks pretty nice. Yeah, if I'm taking photo and not when I'm driving and streaming, of course. Okay, right. I need to make a turn. Right. Let's see. Okay. No messages at the moment. Nothing. Yes, at least in some shade. Yes, I can finally see myself now. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I think we are like about half an hour into the stream. So if let's say there isn't anything else, then we'll probably call it a day. And tomorrow is also a very jam-packed day itself. I'm not too sure if I can manage to squeeze in a stream in between. Tomorrow, let's see. Tomorrow I will be up very early. I don't expect 6 a.m. stream. It's still too dark back then. Let's see, 7 plus. No, I'm not going to do a 7 plus 8 o'clock stream as well. 9, 10, 11 to 12. One possibility is 11 to 12, but that commute is like actually 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll see how it goes. There can be one, but probably I don't need to drive so much. It's just a very nearby kind of commute. So that will be the afternoon, after which I think about 3, 4 o'clock I can. Yeah, the other alternative time will be between 3 to 4. Yeah, 3 to 4. Still not sure. So it's either going to be a morning or an afternoon stream. I think evening, not so much, right? So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, right. The time now is 6:35, and I can see that the traffic is getting heavier because it's time to knock off and for people to start their weekend. So as you can see right now, everything is moving back to kind of normal. Obviously, it's not as I wouldn't say normal. Normal is such a word in which is a yardstick for based on who's normal, right? So it's a very difficult call. But anyway, as compared to the pre-COVID days, the traffic is almost back to that level, but not as bad because last time the jam is like for Friday evening it can be quite bad. But I still believe that there's some work from home flexibility, some probably mobile office and stuff like that. That's why we have got a lot of other this so-called commercial offices whereby it's kind of like a shared office. So the company don't really need to actually acquire the entire, to acquire an office to house these people. So basically all these or not say organization, all these so-called vendors, they will actually set up the office and then get you to rent the table space, the office space and stuff like that, where all the items are actually being provided for, like your drinks, your pantry. If let's say you're running your own office, you need to get your own table, chairs, and aircon. You need to pay for utilities. There's so many things that you need to you need to pay the rental and stuff like that. So this so-called mobile, not say mobile, this so-called co-sharing workspace. Yeah, I think that should be the correct term. Yep. So they will handle all this aspect of the stuff, and then yeah, what you need to do is just pay and then just use the office, and then off you go. You don't need to worry about pantry being stocked up, electricity, aircon, and stuff like that. So you just need to pay for it. I think likewise, this is very similar to my car leasing scheme as well. So that's why a lot of things you notice that ownership, I'm not too sure. Ownership is used to be something in which everybody is very, 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 how should I put it? Very cautious, very, not say cautious, conscious about. So in order for you to own things, then it makes you feel better. But not everything that you own are assets. Some of them are liabilities. So the concept of assets and liabilities will next bring up another so-called topic of contention, right? So yeah. So if you are, how should I put it? If you have reached a certain, I won't say reach lah. How should I put it? If you see things differently, no, I wouldn't say differently, but yeah, I don't know what's the correct term to use it, but actually, you know, things like, you know, having something in possession doesn't really mean that, um, how should I put it? I don't know. Maybe I can't multitask to drive in the heavy traffic and talk at the same time. I'm not sure if you get what I'm trying to say over here, but it's more of like it's more carefree. Maybe I look at it from another point of view. It's more carefree for you not to own things, and you will be, life will be easier, easier, yeah, easier in the sense that you don't really need to upkeep to maintain and then to, yeah, yeah. I think that is more or less what I'm trying to say. So somebody just help me out here. If let's say I can rephrase it better, what should be what should be the term? What should the term be? Right. Yep, we are 40 minutes into the stream and I've just blabbered a lot of things. So I think that should be fair enough. I think this should be good for now. Yeah, just now talk about car leasing. So if let's say if you are interested to find out more, no, I'm not doing car leasing, but I'm actually more willing to share the benefits and stuff like that about this car sharing program and stuff like that. Yeah. So okay, I think I'll leave this for another day to share with you guys. But I think that's good enough for today. So thank you for watching, and I'm actually need to go to somewhere else, and because of this jam, I need to add extra time to it. But no worries, it's okay. It's still early, right? So, yeah, just feel free to drop me a text or talk to me and stuff like that. Can actually private message me at my various social media handle. But one thing, please, please, please do let me know that you get to know me via Twitch. You actually find me via my Twitch live stream and stuff like that, or not even live stream, my Twitch, my so-called my streaming videos. Yeah. So with that, I will be able to know you rather than second guessing like how do I know this person, why is he or she texting me and stuff like that. So yeah, I can straight away reply you immediately if you have any questions pertaining anything that you want to talk about. So yeah, that's good. And oh, where's my next set of lights? Yep, coming up. Okay, I think that should be it for today, for Friday. So wish you a happy weekend ahead. And yeah, I see you the next time I come online tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, or maybe even Sunday itself. Right, so I shouldn't hold you guys up. Let me overtake the bus. Yes. Okay, so I will see you guys next time I come online. So thank you for watching and have a great weekend. Bye.